Welcome. Welcome to the Church of Perpetual Life Halloween concert. I'm so glad you're here. I want to welcome everyone here that is in person, live at the church here in Pompano Beach, and everyone who is Zooming at our Zoom party, and everyone who is streaming in the live stream on YouTube. So that you know this is being recorded, and you can watch this again and enjoy the music again. After tonight, it'll be available at all times on our YouTube channel. I'd like to let you know also, I at one time was serving as a chaplain at a Unity Church in Venice, and we decided we should have this musician, Fairy Elaine Silver, come and sing at the church. And since then, that's 2 decades ago, we've become lifelong friends. It's a long, long time ago, and we're so glad to have as our resident musician, Elaine Silver, to be singing tonight. This is our Halloween party, and it would not be just if I didn't tell you a little bit about Elaine that I was given from Tanya Schultz, our queen of marketing and social marketing here in South Florida. So I'm going to tell you what she found for me. Since relocating to Florida in 2000, she has evolved her musical mission into a metaphysical musical ministry, performing and speaking at New Thought centers and progressive churches all around the country. She has just come back from the Northeast. She has worked with many of the best-selling mind, body, spirit authors and musical accompanists, including Alan Cohen, Deepak Chopra, Wayne Dyer, Brené Brown, and Marianne Williamson. These are big names across the country, and we are very, very glad to have Elaine with us. Her catalog of acclaimed recordings, captivating live performances, and uplifting message, Elaine Silver continues to touch listeners with her authentic voice and magical music. She is available for concerts, workshops, keynotes, and special events. She is also a minister and can help you if you have a church in Colorado, in California, or just down the road here in South Florida. Down the road's better, maybe. We want to keep Elaine local so that she can take part in these great concerts that we have. We're going to be using the music that we're filming tonight. We're going to be recording it and using it for decades to come. So we, as I mentioned to James, we kind of wore out the grooves of the Forever Young song, so we've got some new material we have tonight. And all right, so we're live again here at the Church of Perpetual Life in Pompano Beach for our annual Halloween party and concert. This time it's a concert with Elaine Silver. Since relocating to Florida in 2000, she has evolved her musical mission into a metaphysical musical ministry, and she sings all over the country. We're so happy to have her. Elaine Silver has worked with many best-selling mind, body, spirit authors as a musical accompanist, including Alan Cohen, Deepak Chopra, Wayne Dyer, Brené Brown, and Marianne Williamson. Let's bring up Elaine Silver.
Neil. Okay, hi everybody. We drove over from Sarasota, and I'm happy to be here. James is happy to be here too, and I'd like to do a song that we can sing on together. My mission is to get people to sing, because when you sing, it's really healthy for you. It doesn't matter what it sounds like, it's good for your body to sing. Know what this one is. Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing Here's our part. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throat and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Come on. Hallelujah. 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 You say I took the name in vain. I don't even know the name. But if I did, well, really, what's it to ya? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter which you heard, the holy or the broken. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah, you're sounding good. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I did my best, but it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth. I didn't come to fool ya. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. 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 All right. Yay. So we're celebrating Halloween tonight, and I think tomorrow night, and certainly on October 31st. But I wanted to give you a little bit of history of Halloween. Wayne didn't tell you, but I'm also a divinity priestess through the Temple of Isis in California, and so I have a lot of my roots in earth-based spirituality. So on or around the 31st of October in the Northern Hemisphere and May 1st in the Southern Hemisphere, Samhain is celebrated. And it's a Celtic word, and it's spelled Samhain. It looks like Samhain, but it's pronounced, well, in the States, a lot of people say Samhain, and I think in Ireland they say like Samhain. And it's a remembering and an honoring of our dear departed friends, relations, and even ancestors. It is believed that at Samhain, the veil that separates the worlds of the living and the non-living is at its thinnest, and there can be a blending of the worlds. This is ancient ideas, a blending of the worlds, therefore making it a great time to connect with those on the other side. And it is no wonder then that this night has become so wrapped in superstition. It is a night of wonder and magic when everything is going out in a blaze of glory. Like think about up north, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, even in Carolina. What's happening right now? Those oak trees and maple trees they're brown and they're orange and they're yellow and even kind of purple and green, and it's just a beautiful sight to see this. And this is happening at the time where the veil is the thinnest. And this is a good time for anybody that wants to release any aspects of our personal lives that no longer serves us. For we are about to move into the new year, and Samhain, or All Hallows Eve, is the Celtic New Year's Eve. So like in the Jewish tradition, the holiday starts the night before. It starts at sundown, and then it goes. And so same thing with All Hallows Eve. That starts the night before. That's New Year's Eve, and then on November 1st we have Well, the Catholics took it over and called it All Saints' Day, and then the next day is All Souls' Day, but it's still part of that. And I know that this is a center that is very open to the possibility and the belief that immortality can occur in our lifetime. And wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? But right now I wanted to just kind of honor our earth-based traditions. And so one of the things that we do is we call in the directions, and those are represented also by the elements. So we have, it starts in the east. I like to start in the east. You know, that sun comes, it's born every day. We have a brand new day in that morning. And the element that's represented is air. And then we move to the south, and that's the summertime. The east is the springtime. You know, things are born in the spring. And then we move into the summertime, and we have that fire, the element of fire and the passion of summer where things grow. And then we move into the autumn and the fall and the west and the water. And the water represents, water is like crystals, and crystals represent money and values, you know, and this is the autumn time of life typically, and that's a good time to think about, you know, when that happens to us, we should have some money and values. And then we move on into the wisdom of winter and the element of earth. And so this song is called Mother, Mother Nature. I wrote it for Earth Day one year. We honor the ground, which is the earth. We honor the air. We honor the fire, and we honor the water. And it's like a calling in of those directions. And it goes like this. Mother, Mother Nature, you are the ground we walk upon. Mother, Mother Nature, you are the air we breathe. Mother, Mother Nature, your fire warms my heart and soul. Mother, Mother Nature, your waters bring me peace. It's up to us to build the will. Communication is the skill. Cooperation brings goodwill. Let's keep the earth fulfilled. Here's the chorus if you want. Mother, Mother Nature, the ground. You are the ground we walk upon. Mother, Mother Nature, the air. You are the air we breathe. Mother, Mother Nature, the fire. Your fire warms my heart and soul. Mother, Mother Nature, your waters bring me peace. Remembering the sacredness of every tree, the flowers and the plants keep us breathing free. Take action for sustainability, build them into our economy. We can do that. We can build sustainability, right, into our economy. If we have the will to do so, it's possible. Mother, 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 Mother Nature, you are the ground we walk upon. Mother, Mother Nature, you are the air we breathe. Mother, Mother Nature, your fire warms my heart and soul. Mother, Mother Nature, your waters bring me peace. We are microcosms of the planet Earth. Deep within her essence is our sacred worth. We are microcosms of the universe, and the Spirit brings us peace. Here we go, come on. Mother, Mother Nature, the ground. You are the ground we walk upon. Mother, Mother Nature, the air. You are the air we breathe. Mother, Mother Nature, your fire warms my heart and soul. Mother, Mother Nature, Your waters bring me peace, bring me peace, bring me peace, bring me peace. Bring me peace, bring me peace, bring me peace. Bring me peace, bring me peace, bring me peace. Mother Nature brings us peace. There you go. All right. So remember I talked about sustainability? We can build it into the economy. So I'm a member of the Green Team in Sarasota with the Unitarian Church there. And there's a big new holiday starting. I think this will be the second year. It's going to be on Saturday, the 28th of October. It's called Humanity Day. And their mantra is, I am humanity. And it's going to be on, if you go on my website, there's a lot of information about it. It's a global holiday. It'll be online. There'll be local things happening around. But I wrote this song for Earth Day last year. And it's about fossil fuels, you know, that the idea of fossil fuels. And I thought about it. I was like, what the heck are fossil fuels? What does that mean, fossil fuels? And I looked it up, and I found out that fossil fuels come from organic material, and typically prehistoric organic material, like plants and animals. And, you know, we burn a lot of dinosaurs. Did you know that? We burn a lot of dinosaurs with the fossil fuels. And I got the idea that, you know, I think they should stay there. I think the dinosaurs should stay in the earth. So it's called sustainability, and it goes like this. Leave the dinosaurs in the ground. Keep the fossils from being found. We have wind and we have water and the power of the infinite sun. Try that part. We have wind and we have water and the power of the infinite sun. Try it again. We have wind and we have water and the power of the infinite sun. We've more than just begun. Leave the dinosaurs in the earth. Keep the fossils from that kind of rebirth. We have wind and we have water and the power of the infinite sun. We've more than just begun. Sustainability, it's good for you and me. Sustainability keeps us safe and keeps us free. Sustainability, it's good for the planet too. Sustainability keeps the earth green and blue. Sustainability, it's good for you and me. Sustainability keeps us safe and keeps us free. Sustainability, it's good for the planet too. Sustainability keeps the earth green and blue. Let the dinosaurs rest in peace. Let the drilling of them finally cease. We have wind and we have water and the power of the infinite sun. We have wind and we have water and the power of the infinite sun. One more. We have wind and we have water and the power of the infinite sun. More than just begun. An idea whose time has come. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Let me see that. You know, I know so many songs. I've written hundreds of songs, And I used to like to, have them all memorized and everything, but I'm getting up there, And I can't remember everything, so I got my cheat sheets here. So I wanted to honor my mom tonight, in honor of this really sacred, holy holiday, Samhain or All Hallows Eve, where we do remember my mom's an ancestor now, and she had a nursery school, and it was in our house. It was in the 6,000 square foot farmhouse in Montville, New Jersey. It was called Silverland, and my mom, Mrs. Silver, was famous. So many people knew Mrs. Silver, and one time a police officer followed her into a parking lot because she was speeding in Lake Hiawatha, and he gets out of his car and he sees her and he goes, "Mrs. Silver, you were speeding!" And he didn't give her a ticket. She was his teacher when he was in nursery school. So my mom would say things like, "Today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday." And when she finally became a grandmother, she never wanted to be called grandma or granny or anything. So her father used to call her Tops. He'd say like, "Oh, you're the Tops," and that was her nickname. And then that became her name, and we all started calling her Tops. And this has a spinning top in it. And my mom wrote these nursery school songs, and this is kind of like one. And it's called "The Circle Goes Round," and it's things in nature happen in circles. There's very few direct lines. It's circular, or it's these things, spirals. And so I was up at Mount Sarasota one sunrise in Sarasota, and it was a beautiful full moon. And I looked up and I noticed that moon was round. And then I realized that, well, the Earth is round, and this whole idea of things go circular, like, okay, we have that sunrise, and then later on we're going to have a sunset, then the next day, and it just keeps going. 7 days, 24/7, 365 into infinity. So this is about circles and about just how things go. And it's called "The Circle Goes Round." So it's a little bit like a nursery school song. We wake each morning and at night we sleep. The circle goes round and round. We reap what we sow and we sow what we reap. The circle goes round and round. So that part, the circle goes round, the circle goes round and round. Kind of like the wheels on the bus, But I'd love for you to sing "The Circle Goes Round and Round" with me. What goes up has to come down. The circle goes round and round. Like a spinning top dancing to the sound. The circle goes round and round. Here's again. The circle goes round and round. Shining moon, big full moon. The circle goes round and round. Sun to sun and moon to moon. The circle goes round and round, right? The circle goes round and round. Today is the tomorrow that moved us yesterday. The circle goes round and round. Remembering the good and that it's all okay. The circle goes round and round. We open up our eyes at the time of our birth. The circle goes round and round. Then we all return to our Mother Earth. The circle goes round and round. Unless you're a member of the Church of Perpetual Life, and you might never go back to the earth. It's all possible. It's all possible. Shining moon, big full moon. The circle goes round and round. Week to week and moon to moon. The circle goes round and round. The circle goes round and round. The earth is our mother. Circle goes round and round. We must take care of her. Circle goes round and round. She changes everything she touches. The circle goes round and round. and everything she touches changes. The circle goes round and round. Shining moon, big full moon, the circle goes round and round. Month to month is moon to moon, the circle goes round and round. The circle goes round and round. The circle goes round and round. There you go. I'm going to do kind of a serious song that is the way it was, you know, in ancient times. It's called The Burning Times. And this was written by Charlie Murphy. This might give you an idea of how it was when they would gather near an old oak tree or an open sky to celebrate the earth and the phases of the moon. In the cold of the evening, they used to gather 'neath the stars in the meadow, circled near an old oak tree. At the times appointed by the seasons of the earth and the phases of her moon, in the center often stood a woman, equal with the others, respected for her worth. One of the many they call the witches, the healers, the teachers of the wisdom of the earth. And the people grew with the knowledge she gave them, herbs to heal their bodies, spells to make their spirits whole. Hear them chanting, healing incantations, calling for the wise ones, celebrating in dance and song. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. And these are names of goddesses from around the world. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. And there were those who came to power through domination. They were bonded in their worship of a dead man on a cross. They sought control of the common people by demanding allegiance to the Church of Rome. And the Pope, he commands the Inquisition. It was a war against the women whose powers they feared. In this Holocaust, in this age of evil, 9 million European women, they died. And the tale was told of those by the hundreds, holding hands together, chose their deaths in the sea, while chanting praises of the mother goddess their refusal for betrayal. Women were dying to be free. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. Now the earth is a witch, and we still burn her, stripping her down with mining and the poisoning of her wells. Still to us the earth is a healer, a teacher, and a mother, a weaver of a web of light that keeps us all alive. She gives us the vision to see through the chaos. She gives us the courage, it is our will to survive. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. How about one we all know and we can sing on? This is kind of the theme song of a church of perpetual life. Pardon? Yeah, forever young. All right, we can sing this. May the good Lord be with you down every road you roam. And may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home. And may you grow to be proud, dignified and true. And do unto others as you'd have done to you. The golden rule. Be courageous and be brave. And in my heart you'll always stay. Forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young. May good fortune be with you, may your guiding light be strong. Build a stairway to heaven where the prince or a vagabond. And may you never love in vain. And in my heart you will remain. Forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young. Come on, sing with me. Forever young. Singing keeps you young. Forever young. One more for me. Forever young. And when you finally fly away, I'll be hoping that I served you well. For all the wisdom of a lifetime, no one can ever tell. But whatever road you choose, I'm right behind you, win or lose. Forever young, forever young, forever young, forever young, forever Church of Perpetual Life. Yeah. And there's a power. There's a power. We can feel it. For good in the universe. There's only one power. People, there's no power of evil. But there's evil doings. People do evil stuff, but there is no power of dark. The dark is an absence of light. You can't go around shining dark on anything. You can shine the light. There's only one power and one presence in and of the universe. And so this song talks about the power. And does anybody know where the power resides? Where is the power? Where can we find the power? We access the power in the now present moment. We can learn from the past, but we're learning now. We're learning right in the now moment. And we can look to the future and we can set intentions for the future, but we're doing that in the now present moment. So the point of power is in the now moment. So this is called There's a Power, and it goes like this. There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it if you choose it. There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it right now. You ready to try this part? There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it if you choose it. We're always at choice. There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it right now. We're going to sing that, and then we're going to sing it in the first person. I can use it. We're going to claim the power. Here we go. There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it if you choose it. There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it right now. There's a power for good in the universe, and I can use it if I choose it. There's a power for good in the universe, and I can use it right now. And the power of now is calling me, and the power of now brings me all I can be, and the power of now is listening and beckoning me. Come on. There's a power for good in the universe, and I can use it if I choose it. There's a power for good in the universe, and I can use it right now. And the power of I am is calling me, and the power of I am brings me all I can be, and the power of I am and the power of now are beckoning me. There's a power for good in the universe, and I can use it if I choose it. There's a power for good in the universe, and I can use it right now. And I can use it right now, and I can use it right now. The power of now. Yeah. And speaking of power, do you know how powerful thought is? Where do thoughts come from? We're going to have a little philosophy now. Where do thoughts come from? They come from nothing. Like, I got an idea. I'm going to buy an electric car. Did you know that, James? I just got that idea now. I'm buying an electric car. I don't know when, but, I'm saying that. Where did the idea come from? It just popped into my head. And thought is creative. So there's the expression that thoughts become things. Well, thoughts are things in the non-physical. So we have this non-physical experience, and then we can take some action, and the action part of spirit, of God, whatever you want to call that energy power, the action part brings it into manifestation. So it starts in the non-physical, and then it moves into the physical. And it's so amazing to me. It's kind of like, it's the law of life. So think about an oak tree, right? An oak tree. It started with an acorn, like this big. How does that happen? How does this turn into a tree that's bigger than this room, some of them? How does that happen? Because the universe continues to give and give and give. So how powerful thoughts are, and then the human part of us. I say we're divine beings having a human experience. That human part of us is the part that gets to make the conscious choices. So when we make those choices, we can set that law into motion. We can create change that way. So I'm going to sing you this song. This happened a number of years ago, right on the fall equinox, which wasn't too long ago. It's called Thoughts Become Things. And it goes like this. Summer into fall, winter into spring. Listen to the call that thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. I let my wishes ring. I'm awakening. The pendulum swings to thoughts becoming things. The blessings they can bring. Aware that I'm aware. My thinking is a prayer. My thinking is a prayer. My thinking is a prayer. Thoughts become things. My wishes sing. Yeah, mine sing. I'm affirming now. God's declaring how. Each and every hour I tap into the power of universal law. It brings a state of awe. The magic of the mind is out of space and time. Out of space and time, out of space and time, I'm opening, and I'm awakening. Thoughts become things, the pleasures they can bring, the treasures of a king. I am one with everything, I am one with everything, I am one with everything. Summer into fall, winter into spring. Listen to the call that thoughts become things. 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 Choose good ones. I had a friend that I had known for decades who kind of does what I do, travels around and presents at spiritual centers. And one time, this was a little surprising to me, he said that constructive criticism is an oxymoron. Anybody agree with that? Constructive criticism? Well, you know what? For me, I think because of my training from even in my 20s, I learned that we create our reality and we attract things to us, and what we see is a reflection of us. I believe that. And for me, that really works in my life. And so he said that. He said that constructive criticism is an oxymoron. But, I look back on my life and I have gotten a number of times, not tons of times, but, every now and then somebody would just give me this unsolicited advice. And you know what? Maybe at first I was like, what? But I took it to heart and I really listened to it, because who attracted the constructive criticism? If we're responsible for our own lives, there's no victims, only volunteers. So, I kind of let that one slide. But then about a year and a half ago, there was something happened, and I was trying to communicate with him, and it was not easy to communicate with this person. And then finally he says to me, well, being around you makes my skin crawl. And I'm like, whoa, ouch, what? And I didn't really get it, but evidently he let go of 6 really good friends, and I think because, I don't know why, but it is what it is. And my hope for the most benevolent outcome is maybe that it's a phase and he'll get through it, because I've seen him go through phases before. But it's called Because. And I just got the recording back. I got the tracks back, so I'm going to sing it to my own karaoke tracks. And I picked this one because it's kind of creepy sounding. The music is kind of creepy sounding, and it's perfect for Halloween. And, it's like creepy, crawly skin crawling, because something is. So the first verse, I'm saying, when you witness something, when you, and then I'm, even when I was writing it, I was like, wait a minute, but that's me. And then the second verse is, when I witness something. So I want to go ahead and, are we ready for the Because song? Okay. When you witness something that makes your skin crawl, or when you're hearing something that makes you wanna bawl, when your mind have a feeling that brings on some fear, that's when the choices appear. That's when an answer is near. Because we are each at cause, because of immutable laws. Because be the cause what I know to be true. What we're looking at, we're looking through. What we're looking at, we're looking through. Not everybody buys this song. When I witness something that makes my skin crawl, or when I'm hearing something that makes me wanna bawl, when I might have a feeling that brings on some fear, that's when the choices appear. That's when an answer is near. Because we are each at cause, because of immutable laws. Because be the cause what I know to be true. What we're looking at, we're looking through. What we're looking at, we're looking through. We can take responsibility for what we attract. It may not be so easy to change how we react. It's work to take a moral inventory. When I point at you, it comes back to me. Just like the boomerang that love appears to be, or the echo of negative emotionality. Come on, Jenny. We can take responsibility for what we attract. It may not be so easy to change how we react. It's work to take a moral inventory. When I point at you, it comes back to me. So three back at me. Just like the boomerang that love appears to be, or the echo of negative emotionality. Come on. Because we are each at cause, because of immutable laws. Because we're looking at, we're looking through. What we're looking at, we're looking through. Oh. That was fun. James and I met dancing, so I wanted to honor one more ancestor. She's an ancestor now. I had a really, really good friend that I met in New Jersey. She owned a beautiful 189-acre mountaintop called Mount Eden in northwestern New Jersey, close to Pennsylvania. And she used to host something called the Kindred Spirits Fair. And the first time I went there was 30 years ago. And I kind of never left Mount Eden. I just would find myself up there as often as I could. And Elaine and I, we adopted each other as spiritual mother and daughter. And she even bought a house in Sarasota. And so she was there in the winter. So I saw her a lot. And one time when I was staying at her house up in New Jersey, something awful happened. It's really terrible that happened between her and one of her kids. And she was crying. It was this evening, and I never saw her cry before. And, I just didn't really know what to do. But, we went to bed, and then I used to make her coffee every morning. That was one of the things I did for her. And I loved doing it. And we helped each other. I would help her. I would take her, drive her around. And so she came. Well, actually, I have to go back. I'm sorry, I got mixed up. So one time when I first knew her, maybe after, I don't even know if we were mother and daughter yet, and I was suffering over something, because all suffering is we want it to be other than how it is. That's what makes us suffer. So she told me, well, you need to adapt and adjust. And I kind of went in the memory banks, and then years later, like 6 or 7 years later, this horrible thing happened between her and her son. And so she came down for her coffee, and I gave her a big hug, and she loved hugs. She even had a bumper sticker that said, "Hugs are the best exercise." I gave her a hug, and I said, "How are you?" And she was from the Bronx, so she says with her Bronx accent, she goes, "Well, I'm just going to have to adapt and adjust." And it was like, she listens to her own advice. I just thought that was so amazing. Just that mastery of, it could have been 10 years before that she said that. So then years go by, and then it says 2019 on here. I finally made a song called Adapt and Adjust. And it's about that. It's about adjusting and adapting and accepting what is in order not to suffer and to keep our serenity. And also, it talks about new beginnings and endings. And every time something ends, something begins. And every time something begins, something has ended. So it's called Adapt and Adjust. And I want to teach you the chorus, and we're going to do some finger snapping. So it goes like this. Adapt and adjust, adjust and adapt. Acceptance is the key. Let's try that together. Adapt and adjust, adjust and adapt. Acceptance is the key. Now the second part goes. Adapt and adjust, adjust and adapt. Acceptance for you and me. Let's try that whole thing. Adapt and adjust, adjust and adapt. Acceptance is the key. Adapt and adjust, adjust and adapt. Acceptance for you and me. God grants me the serenity and courage to make a change. God grants me the wisdom to know when to play that game. Here's us, come on, y'all. Adapt and adjust, adjust and adapt. Acceptance is the key. Adapt and adjust, adjust and adapt. Acceptance for you and me. For every beginning there's a brand new end, even if we're losing or gaining a friend. For every beginning there's a brand new end. I accept what spirit sends. Come on. Adapt and adjust, adjust and adapt. Acceptance is the key. Yeah. Adapt and adjust, adjust and adapt. Acceptance for you and me. Acceptance is the key. Acceptance is the key. Okay. I have a few more here. So some of you know that I'm a certified Beatleologist. How many people knew that about me? 1, 2, that's it. Yes, I'm a certified Beatleologist. I got certified in 2015 through Beatleology University in Liverpool. It's a long story, but it's a real thing. I do Beatles programs where I talk about, I teach their history. Ology just means study of, and I know a lot of stuff about them, and I took the test and aced it. So, and it wasn't questions like, what are their names or anything. It was, and I don't remember all the questions, but one of them was, what was the name of the hospital where John Lennon was born? And they were multiple choice, so I couldn't pull that out of my hat, but I recognized it from the multiple choice. And then another question was, what childhood disease did Ringo suffer from? And I knew it had something to do with his not polio, something to do with his stomach, with his gut. So, yeah. And as a result of knowing so much stuff about the Beatles and marketing it to centers and libraries and things like that, at one point I wrote a love song to the Beatles, and it's called Fab Four. And the way I often record is I'll write a song and then I get my iPhone out and I record the song into the iPhone, and then I email it to my recording engineer who's in New York, and then he makes the tracks from that. He doesn't use that, but he figures out the chords and plays all the instruments, and so I had sent it to him, and then I was listening to George Harrison sing Cracker Box Palace, that, the way he has his George Harrison sounding guitar sound. And so I said to John, I said, can you make the guitar sound like George Harrison? And while you're at it, can you make the bass sound like Paul McCartney? And I guess I was John, because I played the guitar, and John must have been Ringo. And this one goes out to Neil. I call him Neil Ringo because his wife is Paula and their kids are John and Paul. So, John, Paul, no, George, what is it? George and Paul. Paul is his wife, that's right. George and John, Paul is his wife, and he's Neil Ringo. So let's have a hand for Neil. He does a lot around here. Okay, are you ready to play the tracks of Fab Four? It's polyrhythmic. It starts out as a 3/4, 6/8 time, and then the Fab Four part goes into 4/4 time. Okay. Does that sound like George? Maybe a tiny bit louder. Just a tiny bit. Okay. John, George, Ringo, and Paul, you've had an impact that's touched us all. The light in your music lives on in my heart. The love that I'm feeling connects every part. George, Paul, Ringo, and John, the joy in your music lives on and on. Your songs still inspire me every day, with truth and conviction that makes me say, Fab Four, Fab Four, you've touched the world with love and so much more. Fab Four, Fab Four, you've changed the world with love and so much more. That's your part, come on. Fab Four, Fab Four, you've touched the world. You've touched the world with love and so much more. Come on. Fab Four, Fab Four, you've changed the world with love and so much more. Dr. Three. I'm elated to that all you need is love. I let it be, I'm feeling free, 'cause all I need is love. Imagine the goodness ringing true. And hey, I have to say, P.S. I love you. John, George, Ringo, and Paul, you've had an impact that's touched us all. The light in your music lives on in my heart. The love that I'm feeling connects every part. Come on, everybody. Fab Four, you've touched the world. You've touched the world with love and so much more. Fab Four, you've changed the world with love and so much more. There's 3 more of these. Fab Four, come on. Fab Four, you've touched the world with love and so much more. Fab Four, you've changed the world with love and so much more. 2 more choruses. Fab Four. Here comes the background vocals. More. Fab Four. You've changed the world with love and so much more. Last one, come on. Fab Four. You've touched the world with love and so much more. Fab Four. You've changed the world with love and so much more. You've changed the world with love and so much more. I love that chorus. You changed the world with love and so much more. One more. You've changed the world with love and so much more. Fab Four. Let's hear it for the Fab Four. All right, so I learned a new song this week, especially just for this group. Because I know people enjoy living. You know, they want to stay alive, right? They want to stay alive. And so this is a song by Louis Armstrong. And I just learned it. I mean, I've known the song. It's a beautiful song. What a Wonderful World. You all know this one? All right, let me see. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also in the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than you'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah. This is a song called Build a Better World. And this was the 2017 library, the National Library summer reading group, summer reading program theme. It was Build a Better World. And I wrote the song, and it goes like this. Remember, this is kind of a kid song, but it's also about building a better world so we can live forever. Let's build a better world for every boy and girl, every woman and man, take 'em by the hand, and let's build a better world. We are one big family, and we are the human race on a big and beautiful planet, spinning through outer space. Let's build a better world for every boy and girl, every woman and man, take 'em by the hand, and let's build a better world. Everyone has value, and we all need love and respect. This helps to build a better world as we reach out to connect. Let's build a better world for every boy and girl, every woman and man, take 'em by the hand. Let's build a better world. Do unto each other is the wise and golden rule. You're my sister, you're my brother, and life is one big school. Let's build a better world for every boy and girl, every woman and man, and take 'em by the hand. Let's build a better world. Every woman and man, take 'em by the hand, and let's build a better world. Let's build a better world. Let's build a better world. We are building a better world. We are building a better world. We are building a better world. Better than a wall. Okay. All right, here comes a kind of a Beatles song, and then there's one more song I have for the encore that I learned especially for tonight. This one, so this is kind of the last song, and then the next song is the encore. So you're gonna have to, make sure I stay. Kind of a modern day anthem. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I am not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possession, there's a new verse to the song, Imagine. This takes in this beautiful New Thought philosophy, of which I'm a licensed practitioner. I have a license to pray, and it does work. To understand the law and steer them. Real magic. Imagine knowing oneness. Da, da, da. Spirit runs through you and me. We demonstrate our power as we create reality. Imagine all the people living as the light. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I am not the only one. I know someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. And the world, sing with me. And the world will live as one. We have to do it in the present tense now. And the world, it lives as one. One more. And the world, it lives as one. Na 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 na. Live as one. Na 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 na. Live as one. Sing that with me. You got it. Come on. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Live as one. Yeah. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Live as one. Live as one. Live as one. Live as one. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Live as one. Okay. So I guess you want me to do an encore, okay. Okay. It's called Don't Stop. Yeah, stand up. Come on, get off your butt. All right. If you wake up and don't want to smile, if it takes just a little while, open your eyes and look at the day. You'll see things in a different way. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Why not think about times to come, and not about the things you have done? If your life was bad to you, just think what tomorrow will do. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. All right, here's our dance break. chance to see you smile, if it takes just a little while. I know you don't believe that it's true. I never meant any harm to you. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Ooh, don't you look back. Don't you look back. Don't you look back. Yay! All right, thank you everybody for coming. Oh, I forgot, we didn't do the collection. Okay, we're going to take a love offering. So if you want to hold your gift in your hand. And yeah.
Start.
And just say a little, know that the law of circulation says that what you give, you get back threefold or more.
Yes, and I'd like to call forward the winners of the contest tonight, and they just stepped out. It's the Roman centurion, and
Wait a minute, I didn't enter.
you didn't enter. You,
Where's
okay?
my hat?
Okay, and they win. Thanks. But yes, so we have a gift for you. If you'll come forward, the Roman centurion and his goddess mate, I guess. Significant other. Did they do that in Roman times? So we'll see you also tomorrow night. Please stick around, enjoy the rest of the party. We've got drinks and snacks. And here they are. Come on up. Let me get a picture with this couple along with Elaine. Can somebody take a picture, Warren? Okay. Yep. Yep. Debbie, would you be Debbie and Barbie? No, they're. Okay, so you have a $20 gift certificate at Elaine's table. Oh, great.
Wow, that's
Goes with the stuff.
wow.
You're welcome. Congratulations. Thanks for coming. Good job. Okay, hope to see you tomorrow night. So we will be here tomorrow night. Doors will open at 6 o'clock. We have Ray Kurzweil live through Zoom, along with Bill Falloon live in person.